focus on the crisis in the continent, where the lines between politics, security, and freedom are being tragically redrawn. From the detention cell in Cameroon to the rampant kidnappings in Nigeria, we ask, when is the cost of silence too high? We dive into the headlines that reveal Africa's urgent need for accountability and protection. This is the African News Update on Top Accolade News. For headlines, Cameroon opposition leader dies in custody. Nigeria's defense minister resigns. Kenya Telecom Safaricom corrects data bundle error. Nigeria offers protection to Guinea-Bissau opposition leader. We begin in Cameroon. Cameroon is in mourning following the death of Anicet Ekane, a prominent opposition leader and critic of President Paul Biya, who passed away while in state detention. Legal representative reported finding his body at the National Gendarmerie Medical Center, noting his health had deteriorated and he had requested medical treatment prior to his death. Civil society organizations condemn his detention as arbitrary and a violation of human rights, with calls for accountability growing across Yaoundé, Douala, and beyond. His death underscores a harsh reality in the nation's political climate. When dissent is punished with silence, the nation loses more than a voice, it loses its conscience. Across Nigeria, the Defense Ministry faces upheaval. Nigeria's Defense Minister Mohammed Badaru Abubakar has resigned with immediate effect on health grounds, the presidency announced on Monday. His departure comes as President Bola Tinubu declared a national security emergency following a surge in armed banditry and kidnappings across the country. In recent weeks, nearly 490 people have been abducted. Analysts highlight that Nigeria's security forces are overstretched, underpaid, poorly equipped, and often hampered by corruption, leaving remote communities virtually unprotected. As kidnappings escalate, the nation faces a grim reality. When those who want to protect them cannot, fear becomes the new law of the land. Turning to East Africa, Kenya's leading telecom firm Safaricom has reinstated its popular no-expiry data bundle following widespread consumer outrage over a recent reduction that have halved allocations and doubled costs. The company attributed the issue to a technical fault and announced refund for customers who purchased the affected bundles, with allocations now restored and enhanced, including 1.25 gigabytes for 250 Kenyan shillings. Safaricom CEO Peter Ndengwa apologized for the disruption, emphasizing the firm's commitment to reliable service as mobile data continues to drive revenue alongside M-Pesa. Nigeria is stepping into the fray in Guinea-Bissau. Nigeria has extended protection to Guinea-Bissau's opposition presidential candidate Fernando Diaz at its embassy in Bissau, following a military coup that ousted the civilian government last week. The coup, led by Major General Alta Inter, came days before the scheduled proclamation of election results, with the military claiming it was needed to prevent narco-traffickers from influencing democracy. ECOWAS officials led by Sierra Leone's President Julius Maada Bio have called for the restoration of constitutional order and warned of possible sanctions, while Nigeria has urged deployment of regional forces to safeguard Diaz. The unrest reflects Guinea-Bissau's persistent political fragility. You're watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. Weather warnings now from Southern Africa. Countries in Southern Africa, including Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Botswana, South Africa, and others, have been urged to prioritize disaster planning ahead of the 2025/26 rainy season, as a weak La Nina may bring normal to above normal rainfall and tropical cyclones. Meteorological authorities forecast 10 to 14 named storms, with 5 to 8 reaching cyclone intensity, posing risk to life, crops, livestock, infrastructure and health, including cholera and malaria outbreaks, with the Kariba Dam near critically low levels and soil moisture already high in some regions. The season's promise of harvest carries a warning. A rare victory on the health front. Democratic Republic of Congo has officially declared the end of its 16th Ebola outbreak in Kasai province after 42 days without new cases. The outbreak, which began on the 4th of September, recorded 53 confirmed cases, 45 deaths and 11 probable cases, with over 47,500 people vaccinated. Health authorities and the World Health Organization collaborated to contain the virus despite logistical and funding challenges, establishing a new treatment facility and delivering vaccines to remote areas. The rapid containment highlights the impact of coordinated action. Back in Nigeria, controversy hits the music scene. Nigerian rapper Idris Abdulkarim has had his Facebook and Instagram accounts suspended by Meta following the release of his new track, Open Letter to Donald Trump, which addresses insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Abdulkarim said he has been blocked from both platforms since the song's debut in November 2025. The track controversially supports US President Donald Trump's promise to target terrorists in Nigeria and critiques the Nigerian government for inaction. Abdulkarim, known for political charged songs since the early 2000s, including Jaga Jaga, has previously faced ban for his outspoken activism. The suspension raises questions about the boundaries of artistic expression online. And finally, sports. Tanzania's national football team, the Taifa Stars, has commenced a training camp in Egypt ahead of 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco. The camp aimed to improve the players' physical condition, refine tactics and build team cohesion through high-level friendly matches, allowing the squad to arrive in Morocco fully prepared for the continental challenge. Coach Gamondi emphasized the importance of mental and physical readiness as the team fine-tuned strategies for the tournament. With determination and focus, the Taifa Stars hope to show that preparation is the first step towards glory. Champions are forged long before the whistle blows. That's a look at the African headlines shaping our world, a snapshot of both the failures we must hold accountable and the resilience we must celebrate. We will continue to follow these critical stories. I am Ojeremy Okocha, and this is the African News Update on Top Accolade News, keeping you connected to the pulse of the continent.